bustin', not for discussion. We play with drums like shit is percussion. Stay with a hammer like this is construction. Drink too much Henny, might shoot up.
Yo, what's good YouTube, man? It's Clutch. We're back out with another video, man. Today's video, I got you guys with the new best post score build in NBA 2K23. Now, I did see that you guys did like that center build I posted like a week or two ago, so I decided to give you guys another center build. I wanted to ask you guys, before we do get into this build, would you guys like to see a pure inside center build? Not really a post score, just an inside slashing center that has really good defense and stuff like that. If you guys like to see a pure inside center, let me know down in the comment section below, and I will make that. But like I said, this is going to be the best post score build, so we are going to be making the build a center. It is going to be pretty tall, so we are making a center. You can't go anything else, and then obviously this other stuff doesn't matter. That's personal preference. Now moving on to the height with this build, man, like I said, we are making it a center. As you guys know, at power forward the max can go at 7 foot, so if we're not going power forward, obviously the build is going to be taller than 7 foot. Personally, I'm going 7'1", and I'm gonna tell you guys the reason why I'm going 7'1". Honestly, with the post score, you honestly could go 7'3", 7'2" if you really want to paint match people, but honestly, when I feel like you're that tall, like I think you're just too slow, honestly, and you can't really play defense. I think 7'1", you're still really tall. Nobody's gonna really be this tall in the game, and plus you're definitely a lot faster than a 7'3" would be. And I'm making this build more in mind to be playing one score, and obviously you definitely do want to have that more speed, because most of the time on one score you're going to be playing ISO guards. You're not going to really be playing other centers, so I think 7'1" is definitely going to be your best bet, because you are going to be quicker than a 7'2" or 7'3" would be. Now the weight, you're probably thinking, oh, let's have 95 strength. Where a post score, personally, I'm only putting the weight to 241 pounds, and I'm going to explain to you guys right now. Now wingspan, you're probably thinking it's a post score, max it out, but personally, this is going to be a shooting post score, so this build is going to be able to shoot post fadeaways and post hop shots and stuff like that. So we're putting our wingspan to 7'10", one off the max, and the reason for that, as you guys see, the mid range is an 81. If you guys didn't know, at 81 mid range, you do unlock Hall of Fame Mini Magician. We definitely do want to have that, so we're going 7'10" wingspan. Now, if you don't really care for shooting fadeaways and you just want to paint match people and just throw them out the way with drop step or impulsement technician, honestly, you could just forget the 7'1" and probably go 7'3" and just make a pure inside paint matching that can't shoot at all. But personally, this is going to be more of a traditional post score. You could definitely still paint match because you're 7'1", and you can also shoot post fadeaways and post hop shots and stuff like that. And now here's why I put the weight to 241 pounds. As you guys see, you have an 86 strength. If you guys didn't know, with gym rat, you do get a plus for all your physical attributes, so you're going to have a 90 strength with gym rat. You don't really need anything higher than that. If you put the strength too high, you're going to be a little bit too slow, and at that point you might as well just make a 7'2" and a 7'3". And here is another key thing: at 86 strength, you do unlock gold brick wall, so I think 86 strength is definitely more than enough. You're not going to be getting bullied with that at all. And then body shape, we are going to be going built. It doesn't matter, it's just personal preference. I'm just going to go built, like I said. Now moving on to the attributes with this build, man, make sure you guys do copy it down just like this. Now close shot, you obviously are a post score, so you definitely do want to have this pretty high. Now most people, I do see a lot of post scores, they usually stop at 95, because you're probably thinking, oh, 95 close shot, I get Hall of Fame masher. Why would I go anything higher than that? I have seen a lot of post scores make this mistake. You're probably thinking just go 95, but if you guys didn't know, if you go 96, you do unlock Hall of Fame fast twitch at 96, which you definitely do not want to sleep on this badge. 2K Labs said this is a S tier finishing badge for big men. It's probably the best finishing badge for big men. As you guys see, it speeds up the ability to get standing dunks or layups off before the defense has time to contest. I'm telling you, Hall of Fame fast twitch is something crazy. Definitely do not sleep on that badge. You definitely do want to go 96 close shot. You get Hall of Fame masher and Hall of Fame fast twitch. It's going to be really hard to stop you down low. And I was to tell you guys, man, if you guys didn't know, your post hook is determined off of your close shots. As you guys see, you do have a 96 close shot, which also does mean you're going to have a 96 post hook. So you can easily post hook with this build. Moving on to driving layup with this build, man, as you guys know, you do get the dominant big man layup package at 70, the best big man layup package. So we're just going to go 70 driving layup. And if you get taken out of a dunk or something, you do have Hall of Fame fearless finisher with the best big man layup package in the game, dominant big man. You should be able to convert that layup. Now driving dunk, you are more of a post score, so you're going to be doing standing dunks more often than driving dunks, but just in case somebody gives you a free lane to the basket, we're going 80 driving dunk. Obviously that does give you a quick drops off one, the best, most unblockable dunk in the game, plus you get silver the most takeoff. Like I said, obviously you're a post score, you don't really need crazy high driving dunk, but like I said, if you do have a free lane to the rim, you definitely want to have at least quick drops so you can get that easy dunk. Now standing dunk, as you guys know, 80 standing dunk does give you silver rise up, as you guys see right here. Plus, it gives you the pro big man contact dunks. But obviously, you're a post score, you definitely want to have the elite big man contact dunks, which you do unlock at 90 standing dunk. So we are having both of the standing contact dunks with this build, plus we are getting gold rise up with Hall of Fame fast twitch. I'm telling you, it's something different. This build is going to be really hard to stop on offense. Now post control, like I said, you are a post scorer. I was going to tell you guys, the minimum I would go for post control is 84. As you guys see over in playmaking, 84 post control does give you gold unpluckable. Definitely do not sleep on this badge. You are a post scorer. You definitely do want to have some unpluckable and some vice grip so you don't just get ripped, because if people spam X and you have no unpluckable, you're just going to get ripped. So like I said, the bare minimum post control I would go is 84 for gold unpluckable. As you guys see, you get Hall of Fame post spin and these other post badges on gold. Personally, I'm gonna recommend you guys go 87. As you guys see, 87 does give you silver quick first step. It's not really for that. As you guys see in the finishing, you get every single post scoring badge on Hall of Fame back down, Hall of Fame dream shake, and Hall of Fame drop step. But like I said, you don't really need to go anything higher than that. And let's go back over to playmaking. As you guys see, for unpluckable, if you guys do want Hall of Fame unpluckable, you do have to go 95 post control. I don't really think it's worth it. 2K Labs said that gold is just fine. Hall of Fame really isn't worth it in my opinion. You have to sacrifice too much for 95 post control. So I think gold unpluckable and all the Hall of Fame post badges is definitely more than enough. Moving on to shooting with this build, man, like I said, this build can do post fadeaways and post hop shots. So we're just maxing out our mid range to an 81, which, as you guys know, it does give you Hall of Fame Mini Magician. You have Hall of Fame Space Creator, Gold Ant, Gold Green Machine. Like I said, if you guys do want to play more like a traditional post score, you can shoot post fadeaways, post hop shots, and stuff like that. Plus, you can post it. You can also paint match. You have all your Hall of Fame post badges. You can throw people out the way if you want to paint match, or if you want to shoot some fadeaways, you can do that. Or if somebody's even sitting paint on you, you could just easily pull up and just shoot the easy mid range. Alright, now moving on to playmaking with this build, man, we aren't touching ball handle, but as you guys see, we do have gold unpluckable and gold vice grip, so you definitely do want to have some playmaking badges with this build. We are having a 70 pass accuracy with this build, which does give you 8 playmaking badges. Now, if you guys do want to use this build on something else besides the 1v1 core, I'm telling you, 70 pass sec is definitely the bare minimum. 70 pass sec, you definitely will be able to throw good passes with that. In case you get double team, you'll be able to dot your teammate in the corner with the 70 pass sec, no problem. And as you guys see, you get 8 playmaking badges. Now, if you guys are playing 1v1 core, I'd recommend you throw on gold unpluckable. That will cost 5 upgrades, and then you have 3 more. I would throw on silver vice grip for the 1v1 core. If you're playing 2s or 3s, then you could throw on like dime or needle threader. It's up to you. But like I said, you have 8 playmaking badges, so you will be able to unlock gold unpluckable and silver vice grip if you do want those badges. All right, now moving on to defense with this build, man, it is a post score. We are going to have some pretty good defense still. We are having an 88 interior defense. As you guys see, 88 interior does give you gold post lockdown. In case you go up against any other post scores, you won't have to worry because you're going to have gold post lockdown. Plus, you're going to be really big. You're going to be strong. Like I said, you will not be getting babied in the paint at all. Now, perimeter defense, we are going to be maxing this out to a 64. Like I said, for one score, you are mainly going to be playing guard, so you definitely want to have some high perimeter defense. It's going to improve your lateral quickness and will help you to be able to get more contests on the guards. And steal, we aren't touching this personally. You don't really need steal on this big of a center. It's kind of crazy with the 40 steal, you can actually still get bump steals with this. And if you're playing like rec center or 5v5 or something like that, just since you're so big, you still will be able to read passing lanes with this. All right, now moving on to the block with this build, we are going to be putting this to a 93. As you guys know, 93 does give you gold anchor. So as you guys see, you have gold anchor, gold pogo stick, gold post lock, and Hall of Fame chase down. Like I said, this build definitely will be able to hold its own in the paint. You don't really need Hall of Fame anchor. I mean, you could do it, but you would have to sacrifice somewhere. I don't really think it's worth it. For this build, you're already 7'1", 93 block, and 88 interior is definitely way more than enough. Moving on to rebounding with this build, man, we are putting our offensive to a 75. As you guys see, it does give you another badge point. And defensive rebound, we're putting this to a 70. As you guys see, it gives you another badge point. And those rebounding attributes will unlock you bronze rebound chaser. So if you miss or somebody else misses, you will easily be able to grab rebounds with this build. So if you miss or somebody else misses, you will easily be able to grab rebounds with this build. Those are pretty good rebounding attributes right there. Moving on to physicals with this build, man, we are maxing out the speed and acceleration. You definitely want to have this because if you don't have these max, you are going to be pretty slow. Now strength, like I said, we are maxing this out to an 86. As you guys see over in defense, 86 strength does give you gold brick wall. Now you're probably thinking, why would I need gold brick wall? Because it's a post score. I'm probably not going to be setting screens with this build. As you guys see, obviously it increases the effectiveness of screens because it's called brick wall. You guys know that. But it also has this secondary use. As you guys see, it's also tough to back down in the post and it drains energy from opponents on physical contact. So if somebody's trying to back you down, it's going to be pretty hard for them because you have 86 strength. With Jimmer, it's going to be a 90. Plus you do have gold brick wall. You have gold post lock, gold anchor. Like I said, you definitely will be able to hold your own in the paint. 86 strength. I wouldn't really go anything higher than that. Like I said, with Jimmer, it's going to be a 90. That's pretty much all you need there. All right, now vertical with this build, man, we are going to be bumping this up to a 75. Personally, you don't really need this, but I think it's good to have some vertical on your build. I was going to tell you guys, if you are making this build on next gen, for the elite standing big man contact dunks, you do actually need a 75 vertical. So if you're making this build on next gen, you have to put your vertical to a 75. If you're making it on current gen, obviously, as you guys know, vertical doesn't matter for contact dunks. So you can put this to a 70 at the minimum, but I think the higher the better, so I'm just going to go 75. And the rest of these attributes, we are going to be putting this onto a stamina. As you guys see, we do have a 95 stamina. With Jimmer, that is going to be a 99. Obviously, you don't need anything higher there. And as you guys can see, man, this is the build right here. 25 finishing, 11 shooting, 8 playmaking, and 21 defensive. Very, very solid post scoring build right here. Like I said, you have every single post scoring badge on the Hall of Fame. You have Hall of Fame fast twitch. You get every single standing contact dunk in the game. You have an 80 dry enough for your quick drops. You can still shoot fadeaways and stuff like that. You have an 81 mid range for Hall of Fame mini magician. Plus, if you just want to shoot standing mid range shots, you will easily be able to do that with an 81 mid range. Like I said, you have standing pass act, and you have really good defense and physicals. Alright, y'all, now moving on to takeovers with this build, man. Obviously, you are a post scorer, so you definitely do want to pick post score primary. And then your secondary takeover, you can either go glass or rim. Rim protector is definitely going to be your better option. If you do lose the ball, having rim protector takeover will help you get more stops. So I highly recommend you go post and rim. If you want to go glass, go ahead. But this is definitely by far going to be the best combination for this build. And as you guys can see, man, this build is called a two-way inside the arc score. It's similar to Marcus Camby, Avita Zubox, and Jacob Podol. Let me know what you guys did think about this build in the comment section below. A very solid post scoring build. If you guys did watch this video all the way through, I really do appreciate it. Make sure you guys do drop a like, subscribe if you're new. And like I said, if you guys do want to see just a normal pure inside build, that's not a post score, it's just a pure inside with insane defense, really good playmaking and stuff like that, let me know down in the comment section below and I will drop that video for you guys. But that's pretty much the end of the video, man. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I'm out.